Good morning. Hi. Wow, lots of people early this morning. Okay. All right, here we go. So today we're going to do the handle, just the little handle today. I'm kind of not stretching it out, but I want to make sure that we don't do too much in one day. Do you know what I mean? Because the very beginning was really intensive. So what we're going to do for this is first you need to figure out how long you want your handle to be. Let me just grab this. Here we go. And what we need to do is cut 6 strands like this. So not 6 strands, but 6 pieces of thread so that you have 6 individual pieces. So I'm going to make mine. It looks like they're about 1 foot long. See? I'm going to make mine about that long because when we do the braiding in the middle, it will get a little bit shorter. So we have this here. It looks like I'll be cutting it here. Hi, George. So you need 6 pieces of thread, all about the same length. Mine's about 12 inches, 14 inches. If this is 8 inches, it almost goes the whole way, doesn't it? So maybe more like 15. Okay, so this is where you need to start making some decisions. So do you want your handle of your basket to be like short and round like that? Do you want it to be a bit longer? Do you want it to be up in the air like this? It just depends on what you want, okay? So what I would do is hang it down like this, which is a bit awkward, but hang it down like this and see what size works the best, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put a knot about right here. Now you might also be restricted with how big or small your handle can be based on how much thread you have left, and that's okay too. So just put a regular knot right there. Pull it quite tight. Okay, and then this is where you're gonna see where your actual handle's gonna be. So I'm gonna put mine, if this is the middle, about the middle, like that. I'm gonna put mine about here and here and have it dangle down like that. So just about there. Yeah? So I'm gonna put, before I put all, like 2 of them on it at a time. Let's see if we can do that again. So I've put 12 strands through. And I'm gonna poke it down where I want my handle to go. So I'll take the next 2. You can do them individually as well if you want. That's totally fine. I hope you guys are getting this. This part is a lot of what you like. So if you like a long handle, get yourself a long handle. If you want a short handle, get a short handle. This is the tricky part because you want to pull your needle through but not pull on those other threads. I'm putting them just right next to each other. You can also put them down through the same hole if you want to. That's fine too. You can tell my stuffy nose got a bit more stuffy because yesterday was 23 degrees and today is only 13. So for all you Fahrenheit people, that's 73 and 55. So it's dropped 20 degrees overnight. Got a stuffy nose on. Just gonna shove this down there too. And I'll show you what it looks like on the other side. That's exactly what you think it would look like. So on this side, we've got a knot, 12 strands. Oh, sorry, that's wrong. 6 strands. Yeah. Morning. After seeing how all these are turning out, I think I'll have to buy this pattern too to try once I've completed the cottage. Yeah, this one is super fun. I'm just going to flip it over. I'm not brushing over that. I'm really sorry. I just want to make sure that people understand. So this is what the back looks like. Okay. Like I said, it's not tricky. It's just a little bit fiddly. So none of these things are things that you've never seen before. Do you know what I mean? So on the back, I'm just going to take 3 and 3 and do a double knot to keep that knot on there in the front. Yeah, and like that's what I love about these stitch-alongs as well, is that oops. I'm just going to trim that off, yeah, so we don't have these long dangly things in the back. Goodness. So on the front, again, it almost looks like one of these is a different color, doesn't it? When I do that, it looks like these ones in the middle are different. Now, again, this right here is all going to depend on how long you want your handle to be. So in the sample, I made it about that long. So it kind of goes to the bottom of that thing here. And you could also pin it to the top. So you could have a longer handle if you wanted, or you could have a shorter one. You could even have it go from like here to here and do like more of a circle to go with the circle bag theme. That's okay too, whatever you feel like. But this is where you need to really have a think about that, because you're going to take these here and braid them, just a regular braid, until we do another knot, and then do the same thing that we did on this side to this side. So if you want to have it really short, you're only going to braid it to about there and do another knot at the end. If you want to have it longer, braid longer and then put a knot at the end. Yeah? So here's the braid. It's just a regular braid. This isn't a embroidery technique per se. It's just a braid. I hope you're not disappointed. Yeah, so you're going to take it in 3 like this. Okay, I'm sure that you know how to braid, but if you don't know how, here's the idea, okay? So you put this one over this one and it becomes the middle. Then you put this one over this one and it becomes the middle. And then you go back to this one and this one becomes the middle. And then this one over here and it becomes the middle. And you can see already you're starting to get a braid there. So if you have to keep doing it this way, then you can, or you can hold it in your fingers, which is what I normally do, is do it with my fingers like this. And you can make these tight if you want by doing them really small. And you will get a braid at the bottom as well, so every so often you'll have to pull it apart. And it looks like I didn't do it very tight at the top here. So just be careful of that, because sometimes it can look like it's coming undone up there. Ooh. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. Like think I've said that a lot of times. So what I like to do is do it a little bit more than what I wanted, because when you go to make your knot, sometimes it can become a little bit loose as well. So if I did it here, it would be that long. I'm gonna do a little bit more. This is taking me back to my friendship bracelet days. I'm gonna do about that long. And you're gonna do another knot at the end. So hold that, because that's where you're gonna put your knot. You want to get it right at the end of your braids so that you don't have a big chunk that's not braided at the end. Okay, now with this side, we're going to do the exact same thing that we did over here, which is take 2 strands and put it through your needle and poke it to the back. So this is where you really need to know where you want it to go. And also have a think if you want it to be up or if you want it to be down, because if you want it to be up, it should lay flat up. So this right here. You know, we're only doing one handle because I'm not even going to try and stick another handle behind there. That's silly. I told you guys it's easier than it looks, eh? Always. Okay, so there we go. And this is what you have on the back. So I'm going to separate them again, 3 and 3. You could also do a couple different colors in here, like a light brown and a dark brown, to get mixed, or do a different color handle. Okay, so here's what we've got. So obviously I've blow dried my thing off, and you can still see a little bit of the lines there, so I might go back and add those. And this is where you can choose if you want your handle to be down like this, and if you want to pin it there, then you can. If you do want to pin it, I would take just 1 strand and do a little tacking stitch over the top, or you can even put it through the braid. Put your needle completely through the braid and then tack it down. You can also tack it up if you like that look. Like that. And again, you can tack it up like that. Totally up to you. Or you can just leave it flop. That's okay too. So there we go. That is the handle. I know, super easy for today. But it is a little bit fiddly. So, and you do have to make a lot of choices on your own for the handle, because it could be just like mine, or you could make it a small circle. You can do lots of different things with it. So, yeah. So unfortunately, that's all from me today. That's all I'm going to do. tomorrow we're going to do the back of the hoop. And then, yeah, that's it. So I actually might do the back on a stitch along. Normally I do it on a smaller one because I'm not done, but I'm pretty much finished. I might do a little bit in here or do some things to this, but I think I really like it. Looks really good. So I will see you tomorrow for the very last day of the stitch along. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Yeah, and I can't wait to see your handles. So you have a nice day too, Hannah, and everyone else, and I will talk with you tomorrow. All right, bye.